welcome back to Farm Sim 25. My apologies, because my last video, we were in that strange time of year when nobody knows what days you have to put your dustbin out for collection. I hadn't realised that I wished you well when the new year came in my last video, not thinking at the time that it would actually be going up on New Year's Day. So I'll take this chance to wish you a very happy new year and hope the year kind of pans out well for you in all that lies ahead of you. Also in the last video, I'd started to cut out our second field to work out where the trees needed to be felled. All that went by the board for lots of reasons. One of them was I just thought I was never ever going to kind of get on top of this, because obviously I'm just felling trees. Now I've lost count of how many trees I felled. It was in excess of 30 at least, and I then decided I'd find another way of marking out the field once I got the trees out. But of course the thing is, having felled a few trees, because wood's about the only thing we've got as a marketable product, I've got a few trees to shift. So some of these will become wood chips. Some's going to get put on a trailer. I'm going to try selling some wood this time, but I've not got OCD, but I like things to be as best I can be. So I went online and I checked out other people who were talking about how to mark out fields in Farm Sim 25, and nobody had a definitive way of actually making square fields. So what I've decided to do is to tackle it this way. This might be helpful to you as well if you're kind of like me and just need things to be a bit straighter. So if we go into construction, don't be too far out, but see where my last field was. Then go to painting, not sculpting, painting. Get some weird old, something like that straw setting will do. Bump that up so I can see it. And then I'm going to start about there. And what this will do for me is it should set it in line with the map coordinates, as you might say. So my hope now is, and then the advantage is, once I get to the top, we should at least then get a square to come down the next side. Now I don't think that is quite exact there, is it? No, that's it now. So you've got to be a bit careful with it. I have saved it just in case I go wildly wrong, because that was the other thing. When I was marking out this second field, this is why I kind of crashed it and started it again, was in actual fact I've forgotten to take off create fields, and it went driving off across there, and lo and behold I chewed up half the car park before I realised. So, and I hadn't saved it, so I had to kind of come back to where I was now. Is that far enough across? But that's what I say, when I come across now, I am going to get a square end to it, which is what I'm really wanting. Make it a bit bigger now. And this will just mark it out, he hopes, it's just where we need it. Yeah, and then when you just overspill a bit, you need to overspill a bit more. But that should do us. Let's come down this side now. And like I said, the thing it gives me then, it gives me a square edge now. That's going to be fun. I'm going to have to take more trees out. I've come further across than I thought I was going to do. But that's alright though. Now, even if you put grass in, it doesn't recognise it as a field, of course. So if you kind of thought, oh, I can then send a worker on it to cultivate it, that doesn't work. But, like I say, it just gives me a square edge of where my fields are now. So if I bring that down one more square in a bit from there, that's it. Then we come along this way. Tip that edge, tip that edge, just do that. I'm not going to mark the whole space. All I'm literally going to do is just mark the boundary, because once we've got the first edge done, I don't mind that being slightly over there. So yeah, a few more trees to take out, but there we go. So that's going to be the new field. I will sort those trees out, but what we're going to do now is, I did buy a log grab, even though they're not that brilliant. We need to take, heavy lifting off. So now, we now need to lease a trailer for taking wood elsewhere. And we're going to drive to the wood sell point, sawmill, just so that you can see where that is. Oops, I've gone past it. There it is. Yeah, so I'm going to save up and lease one of these things. So next time I do it, we're not going to be messing about. What's it going to... Oh, well, I know I don't have enough money, but you're not going to tell me, are you? Anyway, never mind. Don't tell me when it... But anyway, we'll see when we get there. But I don't fancy one of those Komatsu things. You've still got to chop up the trees, whereas this will put it into the various bits that we need. Put it into the right length. We need wood transport. I downloaded this thing, because that thing I didn't really like. It's quite expensive. Are we going to lease this or buy it? No, we're going to lease it, actually. Yeah, £193. We should get more back than that. But if we only take 2 loads, then... So let's get the bigger tractor. Just checking it says create fields. Yeah, it's not going to create fields if we just drop it there. They can take the trailer. I was nearly at the point of restarting the whole series and using the money we got to start with to just lease a tree harvester and not do anything else until we'd cleared enough land, but I persevered, because in actual fact it took me over 3 hours, because we left you in the last episode at 10:46 in-game time. It's now nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it did take me a fair old bit of time. I say I'm still going to have to clear a few more trees down that side. That will give me a bit bigger square there. Away it goes. And this, the thing I like about this trailer, it's got a gap in between the uprights, so that... Come on, pick it up. You see, this is... I don't like... These grabs are even worse than they were in 19. See, that's not even attempting to grab that branch. That piece of wood. Trunk, should I say. Away we go. Lovely. One. There's one. With having no headboard on means we can drop them in there nicely. Get some of the bigger ones if we can. Yeah, so there's at least 30 trees here, if not more. And like I say, next time we'll wait until we've got enough money for a tree harvester before we try creating another field. See, it's just not grabbing them, is it? This is just so frustrating. And though things in this version of the game will drop through the floor and vanish, I mean the actual forks on the log grab used to dig into the ground a bit, so at least you could get under a log, but not now. Let's just zoom in a bit. No, don't do that. Right, some of this is going to be done unrealistically, I'm afraid, folks, because that fell in better than it should, but... Right, let's put heavy lifting gear on. Let's get some of these on, because I don't think the price is good till tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this up. I'm going to go to another day. Although I like playing realistically, course, to do all of these logs is going to take me another 3 hours to do a trailer load, so that's a bit too much for a let's play. I've got like just one little trailer load to do, but I want to see how much one trailer load will get me. Still one on the floor. What was that game they used to play? Was it pick up sticks they used to call it? We used to have to try and pick up a stick without knocking all the rest over. Do you play Jenga? Well, somebody was telling me the other day, sadly well, not sadly, one of their family members has mental health problems, but also has, because of that, real OCD issues, and they were trying to play Jenga. And every time somebody pulled one of the blocks out, this person then had to straighten all the blocks up. So it took a long time to play Jenga. But they all just enjoyed the time and fun it gave the person who kept straightening it all up there. They enjoyed playing it that way anyway. So what I'll do is, folks, I'll get a load of these logs on. Then we'll come back in just before we go on to tomorrow. Because I think, like I say, I'll show you now, I think the price is better tomorrow. So wood. Oh, it's not at all, is it? It was in May. Oh, that's wool. Dear me. Thought it was. Yeah, it jumps back up to 1,000 in September. So I'll get this loaded up. We'll get on to September, and then we can see how much we can get from. See you in a tick. So here we are into September, and it's now worth wood £1,004. But we're going to head to the sawmill. Like I say, we'll drive there, but we won't drive back. I was going to say so you could see where it is, but in this fog, I'm not sure about that. I didn't know the fog was going to be on here. Hopefully that doesn't spoil the viewing too much. Of course, wood chips are not at a good price either at the moment. Oh, it's only foggy where we've cut the trees. And like I say, this should just give you an idea of the distances on the map. It's not always clear to me as to how the distances work, but I don't think there's any other buildings or any collectibles or anything like that. It is a very simple map. Still no bird sound. I haven't worked that one out yet. Like I say, I'm ahead of time, so you won't see this till the 3rd, but I'm recording it on New Year's Eve. Before you've even seen New Year's Day episode. It always feels a bit weird, that. So I can't remember how much we leased this vehicle for. I think we've leased a lot more than just this. About 300 quid, I think. Something like that, was it? Then we can start cutting the new field. We can now see where we're going with it. Take it steady just to get the boundaries done. Oops, can't see a thing. Am I still on the road? I am. Just had to check then, I can't see. Ah, that's better. Yeah, very foggy on here. So a bit of a road goes off there. And then we want to go... Have I missed it? No, it's there. Just checking where I was going because I've not driven out here before. See, it says number 1 there, so I don't know if they've tried to put a field in or whether there is actually a field there. We could actually use it because we own the whole map, so there's no restriction on any piece of land for us. So again, I've not been out here. But it doesn't look to me like that's a field. It looks to me like it's shrouded in trees. Yeah, so tree harvester, that's got to be the thing. No, it's just covered in trees. There might be a field in there, but you'd need to clear the trees. Let's see how much we get for these here things. Does it tell me how much? No, it doesn't tell you how much you've got in terms of litres. Whoa, this fog's mad. Can't see a thing. Oh, this is not going to make for good recordings, is it? All that fog. Thankfully it's patchy, it's not everywhere. And there we go, look. A sawmill type place. Oh, they all just went. What? I haven't got anything for it. I don't own... Oh, of course I own the darn land, but I didn't think I owned the production, do I? Oh, please don't tell me that. Well, there you go, you learned something new. It looks like we own the production. Yes, we do. So I can't sell me wood. I'll have to get a wood selling place. What do we want to make then? What can I sell? The question is, what can I sell? I don't think the windmill will take things like that, will it? Nope. It won't. So I'll have to put some other kind of sell point in now to sort that out. Whoops. Right, so we'll see you back at the ranch. So I was thinking on the way back that I could actually put that other wood sell point in that I got off King Mods. Next door to that there shed. I didn't even think about the fact that we probably own the production, and I think it's the one Mr. Species using. I think it's quite slow. Don't think it's like the in-game sawmill. Right, construction. Painting, trees, no, none of the above. Sell points, please, there we go. Yeah, it's a great deal bigger, isn't it? But we're not going to have a field there now, so let's just try putting that there. Does it change the ground? No, so we'll have to mark the ground out a bit more, but let's just try it now. Because we can get rid of the trailer in. Oh no, because I want to take some more wood out to the wood sell point. To the sawmill, not sell point. Production. This needs to go over here. I'm going to take it out of my hand. No, I think we've got to click the clicker. Do I have to click the clicker? I do. Oh, 219. So there you go. We're already in profit. Already in profit. Right, so some of that I can do off screen. Sell some of that wood off. Let's pick up the old... oh look, me first crop started growing and it's got weeds, so we'll have to get a sprayer. Whoops, come on. Done it again, haven't I? Come to the wrong end of it. Do you know, the number of times, because those things stick out, I don't really look at the stands holding it up. Well, that's what I like about these start from scratch Let's Plays. You'll learn as you go along. So if I start that there, I think I can just about see a line going across there, can't I? So bring that there, press Y, whack you in. Now try and keep as close to that line as I can. And when I get to the end of that line, should then be on a nice square turn to go down the other side. Through to there. Take that up. These trees I'll clear off screen, well, apart from these two down this side. They can come out of the way. Be gone. Thank you. Oh, come on, you miserable thing. There's the be gone symbol. The circle of doom. And again, circle of doom, please. That's it. Circle of doom. Job jobbed. To the tractor, please. Go. Go, mighty Massey. I left that tree standing there just to mark out the gap, because I'm trying to make sure that the AI doesn't kind of misdetect a field and start ploughing up something that shouldn't be ploughed up. Give that a nudge. Go on. Give it a nudge. That's the way. Just shoving it out of the way for now. Give ourselves a bit more room. Down you go. Off you go. Keep going. Don't give up now, little donkey. That's it. Swing you into that trajectory. Steady. So actually, I'm hoping the painting will give me a bit more of a kind of square edge to my fields. Right, let's go again. The joys of starting from scratch. Swing that to about there. Timber this one. At least now we've got a wood cell point nearby it, and so get some of those trees shifted. We will do some wood chips because I think they sell for more money, and I'll keep my eye on the production because it's producing it pretty fast. And I think the farmers market take wood beams and things like that, so that's out of the way now. You can go down again. Like I said, this is more just to kind of get as square as I dare. Some of these outer trees will get taken down as well. I feel a lot happier now I've got somewhere I can flog them. I was hoping the sawmill might have bought them because it had a price on, but I hadn't realised I own it, don't I? It isn't very good, really. What it produces will make more money, but along that side now. Wow, this fog's bad. There will be somebody who will bring a mod out called Fog Begone. It's alright for a bit of kind of atmosphere in your game, but for game recording you don't see very much. Like that straight there. Head down that side. Might be an odd edge to these fields, but it's more about just making sure that we're not got a 45-degree angle at one side. And chainsaw will get rid of those bushes on the edge there. There we go, look at that. Isn't that marvellous? That's a lovely field, is that right? I'm just going to park this in the middle of there. But there we go, folks. I think we've kept you long enough. As you see, field number 2 is definitely underway. Thanks for dropping in. Do all the YouTuber stuff, and we will catch you later.